I don't think anyone wanted is that Fable has been delayed till 2026. I never saw that coming, said absolutely no one. I mean, honestly, is anyone surprised about this? We've seen so little, such a tiny, minuscule amount of this game, that for it to really release this year was a stretch, wasn't it? Now, everyone has their own opinion, everyone has their own little conspiracy on what this reason is. Personally, for me, I couldn't give less of a F. Reason being, there's just too many games this year anyway, right? This year is stacked, and I'm really not going to miss Fable not being on the lineup. But I know many of you are. So what do I think is the reason? I don't know, right? Is it because it's going to go day and date on PS5? I don't think it's that. Doc Dark said he thinks it's that. I think Reforge is saying that that's the case. Of course he is. But I don't think that they would delay a game that long, like over a year, just so it could launch day and date. That doesn't make any sense to me, right? They're just, missing out on a year of revenue? For what? Do you know what I mean? They'd just release it now, or when it was due, and then they would release it again on PS5 later down the line, right? When the port was ready. That doesn't make any business sense to me. The reason is probably simple. They just probably need more time. They've probably played what they've got and realised it's not good enough. You know, maybe they're looking at the lineup this year like Doom Dark Ages. Look at how great Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is. They're looking at the reception of Avowed from Xbox fans. And they're probably thinking, you know what, man? If we release it now, it might just fall into obscurity a little bit. Maybe they're self-aware enough to realise their game cannot be competitive. Maybe they want to release a Game of the Year style game. And they're looking at the competition. They're looking at games like Expedition 33. And they're probably thinking, yeah, you know what, Phil? I don't think this is going to cut it, man. Maybe they're sweating a little bit. Maybe they're like, you know, look, it might not be as good as the original. Like, maybe we should go back and do some other things. Maybe we should add a few more customization options. Maybe we need to expand on the story a bit more. I like it when a game development studio can be self-aware like this. So maybe it's as simple as that. Maybe they're looking at the lineup and going, you know what, Phil? We're not ready for this yet. If we drop this right now, amidst all this stuff coming out, I mean, it's endless supply of shit landing in 2025. Maybe Fable won't do too well. Maybe we should wait and time it. I mean, GTA is meant to be launching in 2025. We can't compete with that, bro. You know, so maybe it's that. Or maybe they're not scared of the competition at all, and maybe they're just realising it just isn't ready yet. You know what I mean? Game development is hard. It could be that it has bugs, and that it's really buggy, and that it's just maybe not as fun to play as they would like it to be. Who knows, bro? But I've never been against someone putting a game back in the oven and letting it cook. But what I will say is that gameplay they showed, I know why they did it, to try and sweeten the blow, soften the impact a little bit. Look, you're not getting Fable, but look at it though. It's going to be worth the wait. Just look at the gameplay. But I don't trust that gameplay as far as I could throw Phil Spencer when he was fat, bruv. And that wouldn't be very far, right? I do not trust that gameplay at all, my guy. I trust that gameplay as much as I would trust Stevie Wonder giving me directions, bruv. I do not trust it. Why? Because we've seen this before. The game would not look this good, be this beautiful, look so fun, if it wasn't coming out till 2026. Do you know what I mean? Come on, man. Let's just... We've seen this before. This isn't our first round. Do you remember how great Cyberpunk looked? Do you all remember how magnificent that looked? And how terrible it was when it came out? Come on, man. Do you remember Watch Dogs? Do we all remember Watch Dogs back in the PS... Bruv, do we all remember what that looked like when they were showing that game? And how it actually looked? Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, we've seen this before. There's countless examples of this before. I do not trust that gameplay at all. Take it with a huge grain of salt. A lot of people are praising it, going, oh my god, look at this gameplay. Look how great it looks. It's not real. I mean, it might be. I might be wrong. Who the hell am I to say? It could be real. And in that case, Fable is going to slap, bruv. I'm just saying, look at it like, really? It looks a bit too good, though. Looks a bit too good. If you're telling me it's been delayed like a year, then that looks too... It can't be like that. You're not telling me that's running on a Series X. You can't tell me that's actually how it plays. Do you know what I mean? Plus, I just saw in snippets of little bits. But yo, that werewolf though looked fire, bro. Like her swinging the hammer around looked fire. Look, I have to say, man, I'm really not liking the look of this character though. I really need to see the male, and I really wish I could customize her at least. Because, man, she just isn't doing it for me, man. And I'm not saying that I need my characters to look like the girl from Stellar Blade. I'm not saying I need to sexualize her. I'm not 15 years old, right? But she just doesn't look it to me. She's swinging the hammer and it just doesn't look right. It's like, why are you swinging a hammer? Like, you know, I don't know. I'm hoping to see a bit more design with the character. We're not seeing the character really wearing anything cool or really looking good in any way. You know what I mean? But Fable, we'll see how it shapes up. At the minute, who can really have an opinion on this game right now? Do you know what I mean? So Fable, it's been delayed. Are you heartbroken about it? Like, look, I'm relieved about it, to be honest, because the backlog is getting insane. But everyone all over Twitter is saying I don't play enough. That I don't know what that's meant to mean. I didn't realise there was some mandatory amount of games and an allotted period of time someone had to play before they could be considered a gamer though. But you learn something new every day. But the backlog's getting crazy. I'm not going to miss the fact Fable isn't there. What do you guys think? You're going to miss it? Don't you care? What reason do you think that it's been delayed could possibly be? Do you think it is coming out on PS5 day and date? And if it is, does that bother you? Doesn't bother me. I don't care. But maybe you do. Let me know in the comments below. And if you've watched this video and you're all the way to this part, 6:40, and you're still here, thank you, bro. You are a real one, my guy. Love ya.